We're live. Oh, see, guys? Look, now I'm the one. I thought it just went live automatically. So let me see. Can you make sure we're live? It's a 10-second delay. Okay.
We're good.
I'm going to start over. So we're back with Impact Club event number 15. I thought I was live about 2 minutes ago, but it turned out I wasn't live. So now we're live, which is awesome. And we are recording. It's always these things, these technical difficulties and things that you're dealing with when you're doing something like this. Hopefully, after me ranting for like 3 minutes, that everybody here kind of gets the fact that it should be a little less stressful because, we're stuck in this COVID nightmare is what I like to say. And it just keeps going. So we're stuck here at the virtual event, which actually have been working out really well. At the last few, we just keep working out the kinks as we go. And from here on out, we're always going to be doing a live stream at any of our events, even the live in-person ones. And so again, if you're an Impact Club member, hopefully you're catching this in the group. Hopefully you're catching this on my personal Facebook page or on YouTube. We've sent out texts, emails, and everything for everybody to have fair access to be able to watch. And all the registered voters that I have, hopefully your information is current. I've sent out the text. You will get the link in order to vote. That will be sent out right at the end as Jennifer from Burrito Brigade is giving her follow-up presentation. So event number 15, COVID virtual event number 4. It's hard to imagine looking back and thinking the very first event that we had, event number 1, it was gut-wrenching. We were just thinking, I hope somebody shows up. I hope this concept takes off. I hope that people will see the benefit for this. And I really, truly hope for the local nonprofits, in Lane County, and we hope that it would be beneficial for them. Thinking back to that day, it was probably one of the most gut-wrenching things that I went through. It was one of the first times that I've actually had to speak to just even a larger group of people. And it wasn't easy. And I didn't know a lot of them. I just pitched to them online on Facebook, which we're back here now, and we're virtual online. So I pitched to them like, please join me, come join Impact Club. It's a great concept. It's going to help out. It's going to provide back to our community. The goal was always 100 members, $100 each, $10,000 a quarter, or $40,000 a year. Our first event, we were able to donate $5,800. I don't remember the last time we haven't donated over $10,000. To date, we've donated over $149,000 in just over 3 years. Back to local nonprofits. 100% of the money stays local. We don't take any fees. There's nothing associated with us. We run this out of the goodness of our heart. It's powered by my brother and I's company, Grand Real Estate Investments. It's built on the premise that our company should give back now and not later. We want to do something, take what we can with our time and energy, and take our people and have them help us and give them the opportunity to support Impact Club and make it what it is today. But it's not us. It's not us at all. It's the 107 members that continually show up each and every quarter and say, yes, I will donate that $100. That $100 is important, I believe, in the local nonprofits right here in Lane County. And that is what the power of Impact Club is. And going from that first event of donating just over $5,800 to now, tonight, we have $10,400 ready to go to one of these amazing local nonprofits. It's awesome. And so we are going to get this thing kicked off. Cornerstone Community Housing, are you here? Ready? Christina, Springfield Education Foundation, are you here and ready?
I'm ready.
Anna from Oregon Community Programs, are you here and ready?
I'm here and ready.
Awesome. We're all ready. Ricky's ready he's looking down at something. He's ready. He's going to be our timer. So the rules, 5 minutes to speak. It's a winner takes all event. Only represented voters, registered voters can vote. Ricky's going to be the timer. He's going to give you a 3 minute, a 1 minute, a 30-second warning. And at the end, we will slowly push you back to the other side. You'll be on the screen where I'm at when you're presenting. Do you guys have any questions? Anything that we can answer. Okay, everybody's mic's muted. And when I do the drawing and we pick the person, don't forget to unmute your mic. And then I will say, welcome to Impact Club, and the timer will start. So here comes the magic. Let's see, who do we got here? Springfield Education Foundation is first up to Impact Club. Christina, welcome to Impact Club. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're ready? I can hear you. You're ready? Ricky's ready? Welcome to Impact Club. You have 5 minutes.
Hello, everyone. I'm Christina Sanfilippo, Executive Director of Springfield Education Foundation. Thank you for inviting me to share some stories about the impact Springfield Education Foundation is making in our community. We are the fundraising arm for Springfield Public Schools. We support the nearly 11,000 students as well as the educators in our district. Our mission is to empower student success through community engagement. Our vision is to see the exceptional become the expected in the ways students learn, teachers innovate, and our community unites around them. We help kids love school so they will stay in school, be engaged, and stay on track to graduate. We invest in our teachers now and make the long-term important investment in our students. This year, we've had to pivot our work to support the basic needs of our students and families, as well as supporting distance learning. We all know that children cannot focus or learn if they are hungry and cold. SEF supports the district efforts to feed our families in need, provide clothing such as shoes, underwear, and coats for kids. I have sent out over 50 gift cards in the last few months to provide essentials so struggling families can survive another month. In December, I met Sarah, a strong single mother of 6 who is managing distance learning for her kids, ages 10 to 17, while trying to keep her 3-year-old out of trouble. She needed food, clothing, and some Christmas magic. I was so happy to be the Secret Santa to bring that magic to her family this year. The SPS Care and Connection team received 237 requests just like this from other local families in need. This is important work, but our true focus is the long-term impact of quality education for our students. Through our innovative educator grants, SEF gives money to teachers for innovative teaching and learning ideas so they can reach their full potential and inspire their students to be engaged and ready to learn. One SEF-sponsored program that is close to my heart is the Career and Technical Education Program at Springfield High School. This includes Metal Shop, Wood Shop, the Health Science Pre-Nursing Program, Graphic Design, and Auto Shop. I had the pleasure of meeting Leah, a student who was incredibly impacted by her experience in the Auto Technician program. She was placed there by a school counselor because she had lost interest in school and was considering dropping out. Luckily, this student fell in love with the class and was taught the important skills of critical thinking and problem solving. The program helped her build an identity, find somewhere she belonged, and prepare for a successful future in the real world. She is now in college, studying to become an aerospace engineer. Leah is one of 200 students a year in this program who learn hands-on math and science and have a 20% higher chance of achieving their goal of graduating on time and having immediate job opportunities because of skills they learned in high school CTE classes. Same for the Metal Shop, Wood Shop, and Nursing program. Thousands of students are impacted by the funding we donate to these vocational programs. Other examples of recent SEF grants for teachers are literacy for struggling readers, field trips for English language learners, tech equipment for dramatic arts, new instruments for the mariachi band, the keyboard lab that travels to each elementary school impacting thousands of students, including mine, flexible seating for children with ADHD, autism, and special needs, games to help teach social skills and positive behavior support, diverse and up-to-date library materials, and a program called Gaining Essential Skills for Adulthood, so necessary and relevant. We also financially support district initiatives like the Native Student Program, Social Emotional Learning, the Gift of Literacy for all first graders, Oregon Battle of the Books competition, attendance, talented and gifted students, and physical education. Personally, I became an SEF volunteer years ago because I saw the impact these grants were making in our schools firsthand as a PTA mom in the classroom. I was invited to go on the Grant Givers Tour with the SEF board and was hooked. We arrived at each school with half a marching band and big checks. We handed money to teachers to fund their requests and watched the little faces in the classroom beam with excitement as their teacher cried with gratitude. Every dollar makes an impact for our nearly 11,000 students. They need our help right now to combat the devastating effects of almost a whole year of distance learning. Our current health crisis has forced us to cut our budget by 40%. It's our job as a community to make this important investment in education today so our students can do more than survive. It is our responsibility as educators, parents, and caring community members to provide the opportunities for children to grow and thrive so they can have successful futures.
Thank you, Christina. I'm sorry I have to cut you off. Christina from Springfield Education Foundation, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I'm going to mute you now. All right, I'm back with the Cup of Destiny. Let's see here. Who is the next person that we're going to have? You'd think I wouldn't make this hard to open. Don't want to cheat myself. Come on. All right. Oregon Community Programs is up. Anna, welcome to Impact Club. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Awesome. You have 5 minutes. Ricky's got the timer and we are good to go.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Anna Day. I am the Executive Director at Oregon Community Programs, which is an outpatient mental health and therapeutic foster care organization here in downtown Eugene. We're right near Ta Ra Rin restaurant, if you know where that is. We serve about 400 to 450 kids and families every year through our behavioral health and our therapeutic foster care programs. And when I've been at the agency for 15 years, I moved to Oregon from California. I'm a transplant. And I applied to every mental health job I could possibly think of because I wanted to pay my bills and eat. And Oregon Community Programs was the first place that hired me. I was hired as an hourly therapist there. And 15 years later, I'm still there. I'm now the executive director because they've ruined me for all other work because I'm just so committed to the type of work that we do. I want to tell you a little bit about treatment foster care. We do an evidence-based model of treatment foster care, which works to treat kids in a multidimensional context. So we work with schools, we work with foster parents, we work with caseworkers, we work with their probation officers, and most importantly, we work with their families at the same time that these kids are in therapeutic foster care. So these are kids who've been unsuccessful in the regular foster care system and who are able to be placed in our homes so that we can provide them an extensive level of support. So it's a pretty cool program. We have outstanding results. It's the gold standard treatment foster care program across the United States. But I'm actually not here to talk to you about treatment foster care Oregon. And I had to arm wrestle with our program manager, Kimberly Broughton, who is our director of foster care, because I decided we were going to switch and pivot a little bit and talk a little bit about how we can make treatment foster care completely useless and make it obsolete and something that we don't do anymore. And the answer to that is we need to get in sooner with these kids and with these families before they're in the foster care system, before they've had these failures. We recently had the opportunity to train 4 of our therapists in an intervention called parent-child interaction therapy. And it's the most fascinating thing that you'll ever see. It's kind of family therapy meets the 21st century. We have a Bluetooth that sits in the ear of a parent who's working with a child, and there's like a one-way mirror, or is it a two-way mirror? You look through the mirror, they can't see you, but you can see them. And the therapist coaches parents through interactions with their child, step by step, encouraging them, helping them, giving them a chance to actually use the skills in the moment with their child rather than talking about them. The results are absolutely fantastic. Across the nation, this intervention in child welfare families, when families are referred because of physical abuse in their homes, 1 in 2 of those families who are assigned to treatment as usual go on to have another allegation of physical abuse, but only 1 in 5 of those families who take even 4 sessions of PCIT have that result. So they're really moving the needle on child welfare and abuse issues. More than that, though, it is an opportunity to see how parents can be empowered to improve the communication with their kids. One of our PCIT therapists was telling me a story about this mother who, had been 10,000 defeats. They've been through the system a million times. She did a couple sessions with her, coaching her on how to just sit with her child, how to let her child lead, how to do some of these skills. And when she was reflecting back with her, she said, I saw that you were sitting there with your kiddo and you were calm, you were collected. She was really watching you when you did that. I watched this video and I didn't see anything, but in punctuating those particular pieces, this mom started crying with her appreciation for someone noticing what she was doing and for the connection that it was building with her child. So our ask of you all tonight is to help us expand our PCIT program. We currently have one tiny but mighty PCIT room that's teeny tiny, and we have it scheduled round the clock for our therapists. We would like to build a new room, renovate a space that we have that's perfect for this opportunity. And more than that, it will equip us to be able to do the next adaptation to hit, instead of hitting kids 3 to 6, which is what PCIT hits before they're in the system, the next adaptation hits kids under the age of 2. So it's the same principles, but applied to toddlers. So that is our hope. The project costs about $20,000. We were able to get an investment from the United Way for about half of that, and we're looking to kind of close the gap so that we can make this available to double the families in our community. Our wait list is long. The impact you would make could be keeping a kid out of foster care. It could be shifting the needle for a family so that they never have to experience the other work that we do at my agency. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. Appreciate you coming to Impact Club. Oregon Community Programs, thank you. I'm going to jump back to the main screen here. I've got to do the final draw, but I think we all know who it is. I'm just that cheesy, so I'm going to open it up and act like it's a surprise. It is, it's Darcy with Oregon Cornerstone. Hi, I can't get these straight. Cornerstone Community Housing, who I've known forever, but when you put an Oregon in front of it, it just gets weird. So, hey, Darcy, are you ready to present at Impact Club?
I am. I am ready.
Awesome. Okay, Ricky's ready. We're going to start the timer. Welcome to Impact Club. Thank you for coming.
Hello, Impact Club, and thank you so much for inviting me tonight. Again, my name is Darcy Phillips, and I'm the Executive Director of Cornerstone Community Housing. Cornerstone's been in our community for 28 years, and we're best known for building high-quality, affordable housing and revitalizing neighborhoods, but that's only part of what we do. Cornerstone also provides resident services to families and individuals who struggle to make ends meet each month. These services focus on health and wellness, child and youth programs, financial fitness, food and nutrition, and community building. What we know is the 4 walls and the roof of a house are the foundation that families need to be able to have their best chance at a bright future. But we also know that some folks need a little extra support to help them on their journey towards self-sufficiency. In 2020, we delivered over 50,000 pounds of food to seniors, families, and people with disabilities. We pivoted, I think pivot must be the word for 2020, to make sure families had access to virtual parenting support groups, which has been vital and continues to be vital with the pandemic. With our Books and Bites program, we handed out more than 1,000 healthy snack packs, craft kits, and books to kids so that they could read, use their creativity, and frankly, we wanted to help limit screen time. In 2019, I was on a panel for the Lane Equity Coalition, and I talked about much of what I've just told you. But afterward, I felt a hand on my shoulder, and when I turned around, I met a woman with tears in her eyes. And she said, "You don't know me, but Cornerstone literally saved my life." I get goosebumps thinking about it now. She proceeded to tell me that years before, she'd fled an abusive relationship and was able to get housing at a Cornerstone community. And our property manager not only helped her with housing, but she was without a job. So the manager reached out to the neighboring care facility and asked them to interview this mom, and they hired her on the spot. Since then, she's worked hard to get her college degree while supporting her daughter. She's currently employed with a fabulous local nonprofit. She's moved out of affordable housing, and she just started her own small business. She has a message for folks that have and will support Cornerstone. And I hope it's okay if you don't mind if I read that message, because I can tell you all day long stories of success. But when you hear it in the residents' own words, I think it's invaluable. This is what she says. Moving to a Cornerstone community saved my life. My favorite part about living in a Cornerstone community is it's truly a community. It's not just an apartment complex. The kids club, the extra helping food services, the community dinners and resources that are available to us aren't anything you'd find in an ordinary apartment complex. As neighbors, we know each other. We look out for the children in the community and check in on each other. We're united in a common experience. It's not just a place to live, it's a home and the kind of neighborhood I saw on TV as a child that I always wanted to live in. If I could tell the supporters and donors one thing about my experience, it would be that their contributions gave me a home for the first time in my life. When you're living below the poverty line, the sense of home is a luxury that you're not afforded. You learn not to settle in and get comfortable because nothing's stable. And you may not be able to stay in one place long enough to make hanging pictures on the wall even worth it. You develop a thick skin because each time you have to seek out a new dwelling and explain your circumstance, you're met with less than positive assumptions about the kind of person you are or the choices you may have made that led to you being in this situation. Finding a home with people whose actions tell me you are welcome here has been such a blessing. It allowed me to go back to school, pay off debt, and to be able to be the kind of mom I wanted to be without having to worry about the stress of homelessness or our safety. Sincerely, Alexa. That's the impact that your dollars can have. With $10,000 and I hear now $400, we would be able to continue to reach families just like Alexa's. In fact, with this gift, we can expand the Books and Bites and our other food programs to reach more than 336 households on a monthly basis in 2021. And if you'd like to volunteer and pack those snack packs for the kids who will receive them, we'd love to have you join us. Thank you again for the opportunity to share our story with you tonight. I'm beyond grateful for the care and dedication that Impact Club is having in our community. I encourage you to reach out to me. I'd love to take you on a tour and show you firsthand what the generous givers, what the work of generous givers like you are making possible every single day. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Darcy. Cornerstone Community Housing. I'll get that right. So, okay, Impact Club members, you should have all received a text. You should have all received an email. Huge thank you to Christina from Springfield Education Foundation, Anna from Oregon Community Programs, and Darcy from Cornerstone Community Housing. I always say I like being over here because it doesn't really matter. I don't have the weight of the world on my shoulders like you guys have with, your nonprofits and putting yourself out there, on that edge. It's really, really hard. And I can just say, I truly appreciate you guys having the courage to step up and take the time to come and present an Impact Club so our members can decide, the best charity that they feel for this quarter will be for them. You guys have never presented Impact Club before. You're all three new presenters, which is totally awesome. We've had other people present before. But tonight, event number 15, hopefully one of our last full virtual events, we will be deciding the winner. So I'm going to invite Jennifer back on. If she's there, there she is. Jennifer is going to give us a quick update while we finish the voting and get everything figured out on the backside. And we will be right back with the winner of Impact Club number 15. Hey, Jennifer, welcome to Impact Club. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for being an amazing presenter last time and winning. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, thank you again for letting me present. I can't believe it's been 3 months. I was shocked when I got your email that I had to sum up the last 3 months. Well, COVID has made everything a blur. With your funds, we were able to secure a really awesome cargo van, an amazing deal to haul more food, to rescue more food that needs to go into people that are hungry. We're continuing to make burritos every weekend and haven't stopped. We're just brought on 4 U of O groups to build little free pantries. So we have 8 little pantries that will be finished this next week, which will put us at 34 locally. We expanded to a dentist office in Cresswell is now hosting one. And we have several churches here locally that feel that food should have a 24/7 access. So lots of exciting things on our end. And I can't believe it's been 3 months. But again, thank you for having me and having me back to sum up the whirlwind of 2020.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. We appreciate you coming back to Impact Club, letting everybody know. Just like thinking Impact Club big picture, all the Impact Clubs to date, and we've lost a couple due to COVID. I mean, things just happen like that, right? But not here in Eugene, Oregon. We've lost some members, we've gained some members, we lose some members, we gain, but we always keep on and we always keep pushing on. To date, all the Impact Clubs have donated collectively over $2,195,000 to all local nonprofits in their communities all across the United States. Again, here in Eugene, Oregon, Lane County, Oregon, to local nonprofits, we've donated just over $149,000, which is pretty amazing. Thinking about 15 events in, that's 15 different charities that have basically benefited from our funds, and which is well deserved to anybody that's a nonprofit. And it's not easy. It's like most of these nonprofits this last year have been knocked out of the game with their fundraising. They've been pretty much, probably, I would have to say it's probably one of the hardest years for a nonprofit to even survive, when you probably base most of your fundraising events to be a live event, an event where people come and people that have supported you for time give back. But this year, it has not been a reality. Everybody's had to get creative. Everybody's had to do something different to make it work. And I know that many of you have, but I cannot, I just know that there's no way that you've raised the same amount of money that you have before in the previous years, when you actually could have a live event and you could have people there that truly cared. Everybody's been affected differently by COVID, and it's just the reality of the situation. And we just hope that we can all pull out of this, and this 2021 year hopefully will be the change to get everybody back on the right track, where you guys can host your events live and you can do everything exactly how you did before. But right now, we are where we are, and we will continue to push on. And our members, I'm so truly grateful for each and every one of them who've just stood strong and said, I truly want to keep donating. I want to make this happen for the local community here in Lane County. It's probably been when COVID first hit, it was probably one of the biggest, scariest things for me, because we based our events on live events. And I took a huge risk just deciding to step out there and do Impact Club. And to think I was thinking like 2.5 years later, this thing could potentially take it away, But what I find about Impact Club members in Eugene is Impact Club members choose themselves. I'm not out there every day wearing an Impact Club member shirt, hitting everybody up saying, join my club. I'm just hosting these events and spreading the word of Impact Club and letting people know what we're doing and what we're raising and how we're doing it. It's just different than what other people are doing. Nobody's system is wrong. Our system is just designed to have an impact across multiple charities. And tonight, it's just another example of having 3 great charities. All have been known for many of years, in the Lane County area. But in the scheme of charities, in the scheme of the United States charities, you're all the underdogs. You're the smaller charities. And no matter how big you are in Lane County, you're not the big national based charities that have huge amounts of overhead. A lot of your local events and your fundraising campaigns go to sustain all of the people, at your company or your nonprofit every single day, every single week, and every single month, to make it happen. So that way you guys can do it. So I'm hoping, now that I've run out of wind here, that they are ready to let us know who the winner is for the next Impact Club event. And I will go and check. Hold on one second. Let me mute my mic. Suspense. So sorry. I have to figure this out. Little bit of a glitch on the backside of things. Computer systems, everybody knows, I didn't start this live broadcast. Just making sure, received a couple of texts of Impact Club members who potentially haven't voted. So we want to make sure everybody has a fair chance to vote. So again, if you're an Impact Club member, you should have received a text. You should have received an email. If you haven't received that, then I will jump into the Facebook group right now and I will post that link right there. So you can go to the Facebook group and you can vote. So give me 1 second. Sorry to keep everybody waiting. Form. Okay. Oh, okay. So we have voted. All right. Everybody's voted?
Yeah, it's still a tie.
Awesome. All right. Well, this is going to be interesting. So the winners of Impact Club event number 15 came down to a tie. That tie is going to be split between Cornerstone Community Housing and Oregon Community Programs. This is the first time a tie has ever happened, and for us, and the rules are, if there's a tie, we split it 50-50. For virtual events, this has been one of the biggest turnouts for voting, which is really amazing. Everybody was super close. It was within a vote between Springfield Education Foundation, Cornerstone Community Housing, and Oregon Community Programs. I've never seen this close of a vote. So there you have it. Cornerstone Community Housing receives $5,200. Anna from Oregon Community Programs receives $5,200. Sorry, I'm a little flabbergasted. I've never done this before, just like the live stream that I didn't start earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Anna from Oregon Community Programs. I'm going to give you the mic so you can give us your thoughts.
Well, we are just so honored and so appreciative of folks' investment in this project. It's really a cool thing to see how you can change the whole course of a family in 12 to 20 sessions. It's also one of the things I really like about this project, and I should have said it in the conversation, is that there is a way to kind of deliver it virtually as well. Doesn't work as beautifully as when you have it in the room, but we're working with sending Bluetooth headsets to families to try and keep them engaged even in these COVID times. So just very appreciative. If anyone has questions or would like to learn more, I'd be more than happy to share more information about this project or the other work that we do at Oregon Community Programs. We have a website, it's OregonCommunityPrograms.org.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Darcy, you're up.
Thank you all very much. And such great organizations to be presenting with tonight. I love all of the missions and the work that we are all diligently doing. And I have no problem splitting the goods with Oregon Community Programs. So thank you again. And truly, it is the generosity and just the caring nature of folks like you that are in the Impact Club. And just overall, we have a great community. We have a lot to be proud of, and we have a lot of work to keep doing. And so thank you very much. Come by, let's do a tour. I can show you what your money's doing in person. Well, eventually in person.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And that is a wrap for Impact Club event number 15. Everybody, thank you so much for presenting tonight. If you're a winner, you can't come back for a year. If you didn't win, you can come back in just a couple of events and do it again. And Christina, I hope to have you back on soon. Anna, Darcy, congratulations. I'll touch base with you after this, and we will figure out how we split that money and get it your way. Congratulations. We're going to go ahead and sign this thing off. Bye-bye.